Welcome back. As promised, I have Dr. Mike Mosley from the Rocky Bayou Christian School. They are our second Wednesday breakfast sponsor. Welcome.
Great to be here.
Not the first time that you've been on this stage, is it? No. Looking forward to chatting with you again, because there's always some great things going on at Rocky Bayou. Tell me what your role in the school is for those people that haven't seen us before.
I'm the superintendent. So in our structure, we have 3 academic divisions, each of which has a principal, and then I'm over the 3 principals.
Sure. And you, Rocky Bayou has a really strong academic program. But can you share with the folks a little bit about how that works?
We've got a K through 12 school, so we basically are our entire program in-house. And we begin that with advanced early reading, and so we really stress academics at the younger level. That has been a tremendous advantage for our kids. Typically they'll come out of kindergarten reading at a 2nd grade level, and because most of your education is reading and reading comp, that's just such a head start that kids get. We're also a school that tries, even though we're a small school, average class meeting size is about 18 to 19. We have about 50 students in each grade, 50 to 60 students in each grade. So we've got a small school feel, and one of the things that we really stress is that the kids and the teachers get to know each other, and we have a lot of contact between the grown-up staff and the students, so that nobody really falls through the cracks.
Sure.
So that's a key part of our program. We're also a school that tries to give big school opportunities to students in a small school. So, full athletic program, full fine and performing arts program, a ton of leadership training. And then as the kids get older, we do advanced placement and sort of that vertical advanced placement training. Also integrated technology. We bought our first iPads this year, so we've got kids doing iPad work in classes. But we've done integrated technology in the classroom for 10 years or so. And then we are also a school that serves families with students who struggle in school. And so we kind of have that wing of our program that really focuses on kids that learn differently and have maybe remediation issues or learning differences. And so we're a National Institute of Learning Disabilities model lab school. And so our principal of that section actually goes across the country and helps coach other private Christian schools on how to start programs like that, because that's not a typical feature in a Christian school. And
you're really trying to build a rounded kid, aren't you? You're not completely focused on academics. You want them to have a little bit of
you were teasing me that I didn't bring any students this time off camera, and that really is, if you think of us as a business, our product is that student. And so one of the things that we think we're in the business of doing is helping kids find out sort of, what is it God made me to do, and school's the greatest place in the world to do that, because you have a chance to test yourself, kind of stick yourself out on that limb a little bit, but you also get a chance to have some safety and maybe a little bit of a safety net down there.
Try that suit out, see how it fits, and see if it's what you want to do. And I have to say, in the past you've bought some of that product with you, and they're absolutely wonderful young people. I won't say kids, because they were very
they're
well
more
presented.
Mature than I am, I feel like.
I know. Now, why Christian education? You mentioned that.
Well, we're a school, and I was thinking about this a little bit when I was sitting out on the couch. We're a school that's in a community that really is blessed to still have community schools. And nationally, the trend is really away from community schools, where you sort of have this top-down kind of approach that kind of cookie cutters the way education's supposed to be. And I would say that in the Twin Cities especially, and really much of Okaloosa County, we still have community schools. So properly, a school is a place where the values of the home are being transferred to the children, and the school really works for parents. Now, that's in our mission statement. We're saying that we're there to serve parents in their responsibility. Now, we're blessed to live in a place with a very high percentage of Christian families, and we're in the Bible Belt nationally, but I would say that especially in the Twin Cities, faith is a very important part of our community, and that's something, you know, I'm getting ready to go tomorrow to the Ministerial Association meeting. I've never been in a place where the ministers of the large churches view themselves as co-laborers and not rivals.
Yeah.
And it's really a remarkable thing, and it really flavors, I think, who our town is.
It is so much of why we live in paradise. And
yeah, it really is.
If people don't realize that, they just need to wander around a little bit. It is so much why we live in paradise. You know, oftentimes parents are concerned that their children are going to have less opportunity if they go to a Christian school, and you kind of covered a little bit of that. But
well, and I think that's a real concern because, you know, let's say you're the parent of a student that is just, you know, the gee whiz, you know, math kid of the universe. And so, you know, you're in a smaller school, you're in a school that maybe doesn't have, you know, financially the resources of a big school, doesn't have as many math teachers, as many programs. So there is a natural concern. There's a concern on the front of say, athletics or fine arts. So one of the things that we've really been very careful in the last 15 or 16 years to do is to really make sure that our kids aren't going to lose opportunities by being in small schools.
Sure.
And, you know, nationally, you know, if I travel throughout the state, you mentioned you were from, you know, South Florida,
mm-hmm.
you know, there's plenty of really solid top quality private schools.
Absolutely.
Nationally. We don't tend to see that as much in our neck of the woods. There's not really a strong private school culture
Sure.
in our part of the state.
Now, when you say private school, to me, my first thought is money. So is there tuition assistance for folks that may need it?
Well, there is, and one of the things that we've been doing is we've been moving our business model really to a cost-based tuition model, which means we do cost more than we did when I took over 3 years ago. But just like when our kids go off to college, you know, the colleges are looking at our child and saying, is that somebody that's going to make our community a better place?
Amen.
And so, again, back to that kind of idea of the student as a product, if that student's somebody that's going to make that place a better place, they're a desirable, you know, product for that college.
Sure.
And the college is just engaged in a, you know, when that student's 50 years old, are they going to be successful and give back to our institution?
Make the kid the obvious choice.
Yeah,
Sure.
and so we do the same thing that these colleges do. We say if this is a mission appropriate family and these are the kinds of families that we're set up to serve, then how do we make it possible for that student to be there? So it's the same equation financially as the colleges use.
I understand you've expanded to Destin now.
We have. We have entered into an alliance with Destin Christian Academy, which is a Christian school that was 18 years old. They have been at one time K through 8. They were K through 5 last year. And there's a lot of similarities in program and in vision. And so we've actually been talking to them for about 3 years, but they recently called a new pastor, and it was really his desire to have us come in and help do school there. So we're really excited about that, and we're gonna build that program back up to where it used to be.
Fantastic.
So.
Having been one that's met some of your product, I have to say you're doing a fantastic job. I know God's blessing you for all that you're working hard, and it's coming forth. The kids are just fantastic.
Well, thank you.
If folks wanted to get in touch with you, Dr. Mosley, to get their kid in Rocky Bayou Christian School, how would they do that?
Variety of ways. On the web, it's www.rbcs.org. They can call us at 729-RBCS. Again, we're happy to talk to anybody. I do about 120 presentations on the school, and I literally will go and talk in a room to one parent.
Anyway,
so
sure.
any chance I get to explain sort of our vision for education and what we're trying to accomplish, I'm happy to do that. So
well, thank you for all that you're doing for our community, and thank you for your footprints are all over Niceville, certainly, and all over the country for that matter with the kids going out into college. And God bless you, and really do appreciate all you do for us.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. It really is.
And I know I've seen the product. Like I said, it's fantastic. Don't go away. We've got some Special Forces folks coming on. They're going to tell you about a really cool event coming up this holiday season.